Hey friends, it's Kim back from Making Creative Memories in Time. And today I am here to participate in a challenge that my friend Shannon has going over at Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and I will have her YouTube channel and her Facebook page linked down below. So she does this challenge, this monthly challenge, and it alternates. Every other Monday there is a layout design, and every other Monday there's a card scrap lift design. And she posted this layout as inspiration, and I really don't know where it came from. I don't know who the original creator is, but it's an awesome layout, and I am going to take a stab at my interpretation. This is going to all look a little different. This element here appears to be a shaker. I'm not going to do a shaker, and I'm probably going to do circular elements. So this is where the inspiration for this page comes from, and it's a beautiful fall page, by the way. I will be recreating this for a fall layout as well. So I'm just going to lay this over to the side so I can still see it. And I am totally inspired to scrapbook this picture of me. I'm the oldest, my middle sister Teresa, and my baby sister Chrissy. My mom thinks this was around 77, 78. And this is not a good picture, of course. Photo quality was not the greatest in the 70s. And then this is actually a picture of a picture that I have printed. So I love this. And since we're still battling with Winter Storm Blair, why not scrapbook some more winter photos? So I have pulled this old kit, which is called Spruced Up. I think this is called Spruced Up. Yeah, this is called Spruced Up. And we're going to create on a French vanilla base. And then there is this really cute, just all this striped paper that I thought would be a really cute base, because I want that part to remain kind of light and airy. And then if you look at both pieces of paper here, there's some tearing. And so we're going to use the same sheet of paper. One side is the beautiful birds and the pine sprigs, and then the other side is this gorgeous sangria. So I chose this paper collection because the sangria just really works well with these photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear towards me, and I'm just eyeballing where half of this paper pack would be. And whatever I get, I get. Right? Whatever I get, I get. And then this is going to be my bottom section, okay? I'm not worried about that it is the same kind of tear. We're just going to we're going to go with it. And I think we may come back and trim off. I'm not sure. And then again, it may go straight across. And then that is going to leave, the top of that's going to be torn, and I want a smaller edge. So we're going to flip this over. I want the top of that torn just like that. I want to be able to see that edge. I'm going to pull back to me again. Creative Memory, Close to My Heart papers with the white core were wonderful, or are wonderful, to lend themselves to paper tearing. This is a really busy pattern, and I don't want as much of this to show. And I do think I'm going to trim it, friends. So that should be about a ½ inch that I should be trimming off each side. So let's just go ahead and trim that off. And then let's pull this in. And on this side, that's a little sharper over there, so we're going to flip it over and let this be the edge that I trim off because it is just a tad bit sharper right there. And let's see how this goes. I am loving the snow days to create. Loving them. How about you? So this I can go ahead and adhere directly down the top piece. I want to be a little more cautious with because I'm going to tuck some little elements. So I do want to be a little more cautious up here because I'm going to tuck some elements. So I'm going to do a little glue here and then glue at the bottom because there's going to be some things tucked right in there. Let's pull that off of the same pattern. That way I can see where I'm putting my adhesive. And I love it when I can use the same sheet of paper to get both patterns. That way you're only using one piece of paper from that collection. Oh, I love it. I love it. So what I'm thinking, the actual inspiration had different types of frames. This is I think back in that day it was called a workshop to go. There were these circle elements, and I don't want to use the circles in the way that they were meant to be used on the type of layout, the way the directions called for it. So we're going to use them a little bit differently. And I wish, which I'm not going to discard these because those are great little like cluster builders, so I'm not going to discard those. Go ahead and pull that sprig out. I won't discard that either because that could actually be a photo map. So, but what we are going to do, we are going to just nip these, and hopefully I can make this work so that you're not going to be able to see where I nipped it. I'm not trying to cut circular. I'm just cutting straight across, not trying to be circular because I think the way that I tuck these, it'll be okay. So this one, this large one, I think I'm going to tuck it down here. And then up here, I think I'm going to tuck one there. And tuck one there. See, no, you're not going to be able to tell that I cut those, okay? And then, I don't know, these were already put together. I think at some point I had thought about starting this design and then ended up changing my mind. Let's look at what our title piece is going to be. And then we'll work around from that. So our title piece, there was a piece of chipboard that fell out that said good times. Our title was going to be all bundled up. I thought about doing snow fun, but obviously we are all bundled up. Okay, so I have pulled one of these sprigs because I love these sprigs. I like these pine cones too. So let's see what we have over here on the sticker. Ooh, I love the one with the bird. So let's pull. I'm just going to pull this to put my sticker on. I really like that. I like this. I got to be careful. I like good times. I think I want to use good times. I started to say I got to be careful with getting this sangria color. We really want to be careful there, friends. I thought about doing the trees, but now I'm not so sure I'm going to do the trees. I think we're going to stick with, and I don't even know that I'm going to do the snowflakes. I don't even know. We may do the snowflakes. We may do these snowflakes right here. Okay, let's see. I feel like we need a pine cone and a little pine cone. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. And then here, I want to do that snowflake. And I think that's all we're going to do for embellishment frame. We're not friends. We're not going to use these at all. So let's get started putting this together. Pull these snowflakes off and pull this off. We may have to adjust on this just a little, but that's okay because we did repositionable adhesive, so that's perfectly fine. I am loving these colors. These are not, for me, these are not traditional winter colors for me. So I'm going to leave that top strip sort of where I had it. And this sangria piece is what's going to lower. Okay. And now, let's come back with some. And then up here, we're going to go ahead and get adhesive on these two circles. So that we can tuck them right under. So the purpose, I think, of this scrap lift challenge is just to give you inspiration to scrapbook. And I love being inspired, especially by something as beautiful as that design. And again, I wish I knew who the designer was so I could give credit. Could even be Shannon. Okay, on this, you know me, your girl is going to put this up on some foam tape. So we're going to pull in the little powder pal, which I think it's just called a powder tool. I don't think it's called powder pal. I think powder pal is a different tool made by a different manufacturer. But we're going to just give this enough raise, enough lift. And I'm only going to take off right there in the center. But I'm sort of putting enough foam that when this gets squished up in a book, we're not going to have parts of the sticker stick down, if if that makes sense. And then let's double check that foam right there. So we're only going to take the foam off right in the very center. The rest of it is just to keep it from popping up. Now we're not going to put foam on that. We're just going to do adhesive. That's what I say. If I had tweezers, where would they be? Oh, friends, I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then down here, I feel like, though, I may need one more sprig of pine. Maybe two more. And this kit came with a stamp set. I purchased a stamp set that matched this. And so I'm not worried about this pine because I can always... Oh, I love this, friends. And then I'll put that little pine cone right there. Let's lift this one up on foam. I can always stamp more, and the way that these are colored, stamp with intense black ink and do just a little ink technique and can create these, recreate more of these sprigs. Love it. I am so happy. I love it. So if you follow me, you know that leading up to the end of 2024, I did this series that was called Take Me Back Thursday, and I loved that series, and it's where I did what I'm doing right now. I took really old photos and I turned them into pages, like I actually got old photos documented, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and I loved it. So that's what this reminds me of today, taking an old photo and actually getting it on paper. I love it. So right here, let's put a snowflake up here. And then we have a gray snowflake. Let's do this. I feel like that snowflake will show up better down there. Let's put a snowflake up here. And then I like this Good Times. Let's put that snowflake. Oh, I love it, friends. I love it. Okay, so all we have to do is put on our title. And so we're going to come in. Well, that's not going to help me. Those little places where it kind of stuck. I like the bundled here. So let's go ahead and use some liquid adhesive and get bundled attached, and then we'll do all and up. And we're going to be able to call this complete. Another fast. I think I'm going to have to order some more adhesive. I think I'm getting pretty near using this bottle completely up. This is the best liquid adhesive ever. Amazon, friends. Amazon. Barely Arts Precision. It dries clear, does not dry glossy, doesn't dry tacky or sticky. Now, in case you're wondering where my journaling will happen, my journaling will probably happen right along that edge. Probably with a brown pen. Because all I'll say about this is just remembering that when we were little, how we used to go outside and play in the snow. I think I want that off the photo. I was thinking about putting it on the photo, but I think I want it off the photo. And there we go, friends. The only thing I think this needs is some dots of some sort. And I don't know that I have anything that would be... I'm looking for a color that's like sangria. And I don't think I have anything that's like sangria. That right there, I think, is too pink. Yeah, that's called Wild Berry. I think that's too pink. Let's just open it up and make sure. Oh, we didn't put that one down. I think that's too pink. It could be an option. I think this matches better. It's still a little dark, but I think it matches better. Over here, I don't know that anything is going to show up here, so I'm probably not. What I may do is put one in that snowflake just so I have some down here. I don't know that these are going to show up on this paper. The gold would, but I don't really have anything else gold, and I don't want to pull anything else gold. So what we may do is just to have some, I feel like I want one up here. Just to have some balance down here. Let's do a medium. And a small, just for some balance right there. Ooh, I love it, friends. And there you go, super quick and easy page. And this is my take on this scrap lift. And I will have Shannon's Creative Chaos in Tennessee linked below. Give you just a final close-up look at how that all turned out. I love it. Thank you for following along in my memory keeping journey. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and leave a like and a comment. Thanks, guys. Happy scrapping.